Good morning. Good morning. It's the weekend. Happy Saturday. Hello, everybody. Welcome in to the cuppa. Come on in. Let's have a good time together this morning. Welcome. And when you find it, share it out. Share. All right, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to share it on Facebook. If you would help me do that, I would really appreciate it. So let everybody know that we're here. All right, let's see who jumps in here. Nobody yet. Come on in, please. It's a great day to have a great day. Let's see if we are indeed on. We are. Okay, sharing it. And maybe it will find you all. Hey, things are getting smoother. I actually found it. Sometimes it's a real struggle to find it where it's streaming. Good morning, Kathy Mann. Good morning, Kelly Bach. Oh, thank you, Kathy, for sharing it. It's like there are some mornings when it just doesn't want to show up. I don't know why. I do the same routine when I turn it on, but anyway, I'm not into complaining today. We're going to have a great morning together and get our day off on the right foot. So, how's everybody doing? Let's do the thing that makes us feel so wonderful. Let's do the heart brain coherence. So, touching your heart center, slow down the breathing. Breathe in slowly and breathe out slowly. Slow your roll, slow your world, make everything, take a little pause. It'll still be there when you're done with this few moments of centering and balancing your energy. Good morning, Annie. So as you breathe in now, focus on love. Focus on something that just makes you feel good. What brings a smile to your face? What makes you feel happy, joy. Bring that into your heart and breathe it back out into the world. And then your next breath in, bring somebody else in there with you. There's plenty of room. So breathe in that love and wrap your arms around somebody and just say, thank you. I love you. Those are simple words, but they're very necessary in our world to help us connect with each other. Thank you, I love you. And then, after you share the love, we talk to ourselves. We say those affirmations that just make us feel so good. Affirmations like, I am worthy. I am enough. And smile when you say that, because that's a joyful statement. Just to know that I can be myself. I can just be. I'm joyful. I am healthy. I am a spark of the divine. Miracles happen to me every day. I am a miracle magnet. And opportunities show up everywhere. Share that love into your heart with your I am, whatever it might be. And if you just want to say, I am, that changes you. It shifts your energy into knowing that You are magnificent. You don't have to put another word in there. Just, I am. Makes you feel so good. So, cheers to everyone that's showing up this morning. And I hope you brought a cup so you can fill it up with some love from the peas. Some pea love is the best love in the world, let me tell you. Deirdre showed up. Hi, Deirdre, and that was day 362 of us saying those affirmations together. Yes, we're almost reaching that year mark since we started doing this. And who else came in? Andrea Gregg with a big smile. Of course you have that big smile. I love your smile. And Blue Jean, good morning, good morning. Are you all dug out from under all the snow and ice yet? And how are the babies? Good morning to all of your sweet babies and to Dolly. Quincy B, little B, I love you so much. Little B, I think I'm going to have to come for another visit and bring you another feather. I really want to do that. Deirdre, I am a very happy pea. I love it. I love happy peas. Aren't we great? We are so amazing. And as one of my friends, haven't seen him in a while, but after he would guide a meditation or do a teaching, he would just stop and pause and he would say, and aren't we beautiful? I love that. So let's start that as well. You know, we started, where are we going? Higher yet, right? We're going higher and up, and higher yet. And aren't we beautiful? All of us. Feel your beauty today. I want you to feel that. I want you to get into that energy of, yes, I am absolutely beautiful. And Kathy says, I'm sharing my affirmations with my daughter so she can feel the morning vibes. Wonderful. Our Brandy showed up. Good morning, good morning. Oh, thank you, Brandy. Yes, I was really happy with the way it turned out, and it was interesting because I almost asked for the same hairdresser that I had the last time I had it cut, which was in October. It had been a while. It was in dire need of a haircut. But I didn't. I chose a different girl. There was something about her energy that I asked for her. And I'm so glad the angels just really guided me to be there, sitting there with her and chatting with her. And so we got to talking about the Peace on Earth tour and my journey and what I do. And it was so cool because I told her I'm a peace ambassador, and she goes, what's that? What's a peace ambassador? And we talked about peace. We talked about her, and she was young and her mom had just passed, and now she's raising her 10-year-old brother. So we talked about how what a big responsibility that is, and trying to keep him positive, keep him sheltered from all of the nastiness of the world. And so she talked about how it's a challenge to limit him from some of the things that he could be exposed to, and the language, and how she wants him to be raised with values. So I was at the right place. If I'd gotten the other girl, I wouldn't have had that conversation probably, but this one really needed it. She needed to hear it. So just lift her up. And yeah, it was a really good experience. Good morning, Linda Lemieux. And Kathy says the Yogananda blog was a reminder that divine love spark in each of us. Yes, and I'm going to read that, and we're going to honor Yogananda today. What an amazing person. Today is the anniversary of his passing, and so let's do that. Brandy says, I am worthy, I am enough. Miracles and happiness happen to me every day, and I love myself. I love that you're here with us this morning, Brandy. Thank you for being here. All right, so let's get right to that message that the angels gave us yesterday. And you go find it. My mouse chooses to work when it wants to work and not work when it doesn't. All right, here we go. So the message from the angels is called Standing at the Shore of Divine Love. Yogananda says, if you could feel even a particle of divine love, it would be so overpowering that you could not contain it. There are moments in life when words feel too small for what the heart experiences. I remember the first time I truly felt what Paramahansa Yogananda described as a, quote, particle of divine love. It was not just an emotion, it was a presence, warm, expansive, and so full that it felt as if my heart might burst open with light. It fills the soul to the brim and spills over with a warmth that leaves you breathless. There's a softness in it, but there's also an immense power. It quiets the mind and reminds you of something eternal that has always been with you. I have stood in many sacred places across the world and witnessed breathtaking sunrises and sunsets. The sky painted with gold and crimson can stop anyone in their tracks. And yet, as magnificent as those moments are, the divine love that awakens in the heart is even more profound. Nature reflects the Creator's beauty, but the heart reflects the Creator's essence. Somebody type that in. You know, we've been getting a nugget every day from these messages, and I think that's our nugget today. Nature reflects the Creator's beauty, but the heart reflects the Creator's essence. So I want to copy that sentence so nobody can get to your place where you can type it. I can just share it in there. Okay, got it copied. Over the past decade, I have observed much division and separation unfolding in our world. It has shown up in conversations, communities, and even within families. At times, the noise of judgment, anger, and misunderstanding seems so loud that it feels difficult to locate the love that must surely still be present. Yet, I know it is there. I cannot allow myself to sink into the lower vibrations of hatred and blame that are sometimes expressed so freely. Instead, I remember scenes from the movie City of Angels, where the angels gather quietly along the shoreline at dawn to watch the sunrise. They stand apart from the chaos of the city, immersed in stillness and divine presence. Whenever I stand by the ocean and listen to the waves, I feel that same peace. It's as if the rhythm of the water whispers to the soul, remember who you are. My heart wishes that every person on this planet could feel that spark of God within themselves, the sacred God spark that exists in every human heart. If we could touch even a tiny particle of that divine love, it would guide us to become kinder, wiser, and more compassionate with one another. Dear angels, if divine love is so powerful and present within us, why does humanity sometimes seem so disconnected from it? Dear ones, divine love has never left humanity. It cannot leave, for it is the very essence from which you were created. What appears as separation is simply forgetfulness. You are born into a world of sensation, emotion, and experience. The human mind learns through contrast. When fear, anger, or division arise, they do not erase love, they merely distract your attention from it. Imagine the sun hidden behind thick clouds. The sky may appear dark, yet the sun remains exactly where it has always been. And so it is with divine love within the human heart. Many people search for love outside themselves, in approval, possessions, or agreement from others. When those things fail to satisfy, they believe love is absent. Yet love is not something to acquire, it is something to remember. The particle of divine love spoken of by the great teachers is not small because it is weak. It is small only in the sense that even the tiniest awareness of it awakens the whole soul. One sincere moment of compassion, one act of kindness without expectation, one breath taken in gratitude. These open the doorway. You do not need to change the entire world to restore love to it. You need only allow that spark within your own heart to shine. When one heart awakens, it touches another, and another, and another. This is how divine love spreads across the earth, quietly, steadily, through awakened souls. You came here not to search for love, but to embody it. Stand like the angels at the shoreline of your own consciousness. Step back from the noise of the world and witness the rising light within you. There you will remember who you truly are. Love itself. The angels whisper, even the smallest spark of divine love can illuminate a lifetime. Guard that spark. Nurture it with kindness, compassion, and peace. And watch how its light forms the world around you. Today, I promise to safeguard my God spark and sprinkle its essence throughout the world. So can you make that promise? Is that something that you come to a realization that that love is in you? Oh, Deirdre, I love that. It's really simple. We are love. We don't have to find love. We don't have to go searching for it. It's there. I love it. So was somebody able to put that message in? Let me see what's going on. Bricky showed up. Oh, Brandy, you're hugging the Fae. All right, Kathy said, I thought about you as a peace ambassador last evening when I saw on the news about how the administration sent DOJ and local authorities to escort the current staff out of the Institutes of Peace. I don't watch the news, so I don't know what happened. I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't talk politics on here, but yeah, I don't know what's going on there. But as a peace ambassador, we don't need to be in a certain place. We go wherever Spirit brings us to be. And I feel like I was doing ambassadorship yesterday when I was in the hairdresser chair. Good morning, Brookie. Oh, thank you, darling. Kim McElwain, good morning to you. All right. Kathy, yet love is not something to acquire. It's something to remember. Oh, yes. That's it. That's the essence of it. And Deirdre says, we hold all the information within us. Assessing it is a little tricky sometimes. Yeah. Good morning, Catherine Kovacs. It's a bittersweet day. Pray for a friend of mine. She lost her son last week. Her name is Stacy, and her son's name is Benjamin. We certainly will. And we have our Blue Jean on here who has the grid. So I believe that they will be going into the grid. All right, I don't see that that one line that I wanted us to remember, so let me put it into the comments. And it was, nature reflects the Creator's beauty, and it does, but the heart reflects the Creator's essence. I love that. I love that line. If we can always focus on the essence of love within us, we're going to see it reflected everywhere. All right. Kim says, divine love saved me for all we are going through here and the animals and my spiritual family. Thank you all for your prayers and love. Thank you, Kim McIlwain, for being a P and being a part of this beautiful movement called P's for Peace. And we will keep shining our light out for peace no matter what. Today at 1:11 p.m. Eastern Time, Marbeth Dunn and I will be online doing a world peace prayer. So, yeah, I hope you can join us for that. It'll be beautiful. We're going to take a few minutes after the meditation to hold a little discussion with you. So, I hope you can show up for that today. Deirdre, I wish I knew. I wish that we had our Auntie Jean right here with us because I do miss her. She is such a blessed soul, and we were blessed with her presence the time that we had it. Oh, that's all right, Brandy. I was able to copy and paste. So just remember that nature is going to show us the divine, but our heart is going to reflect it. All right, let's see what Kuan Yin has to say. The magic of the moon to manifest. Well, we just had such an amazingly beautiful full moon, and it really did bring its magic to us. Just as the light of the moon ebbs and flows, all things happen according to a timing that benefits the greater garden of life. How short-lived that garden would seem if all the flowers bloomed at once, and then it was over. As the next moon grows full, set your intention. Your time for blossoming is near. Absolutely. The moon is a beautiful reminder as well of the phases that we go through in life, and especially on our spiritual journey. So when we're feeling like, oh, I really need a little help with bringing in more essence into my life of God spark in me, we can set our intention. And at that full moon energy, just get rid of everything you don't need that's blocking that essence and call in what you do need to remember it. Oh, Kelly Bach, we certainly will, honey. I don't know how to post on YouTube, but maybe I can just go on and do a little real quick short blurb about it and see. I know on YouTube there's the ability to make it a premiere video. I don't know what that's all about, but I can certainly look for a few minutes before we go live. Brookie says, I went to a lovely little women's gathering the other night, and we ended with this mantra. I release control and surrender to the flow of love that will heal me. That's beautiful, Brooke. Let me put that up so everybody can see it, because that's a great message. I release control and surrender to the flow of love that will heal me. Love is what heals us. Kuan Yin told me that a long time ago. If we focus on that love, that God spark that's in us, that is love, the healing comes from within. Yes, Brookie, I bet it did, just to say that over and over. I'm going to write that down, and we can use that in our retreat in October. I think that would be wonderful to borrow those words. Thank you, Kathy Hand. Brandy, I hope you have a great day, honey. Okay. I can post in the community section. All right, Kelly, thank you for that. Okay, so let's see what our wonderful Yogananda has to say to us today on the anniversary of his passing. So there's a word that comes from Hindi, and the word is Mahasamadhi. Mahasamadhi. And it is when the guru takes his leave from his human body. They don't call it dying, they don't call it leaving, they call it Mahasamadhi. So, what he said about it before he passed: my body shall pass, but my work shall go on, and my spirit shall live on. Even when I am taken away, I shall work with you all for the deliverance of the world with the message of God. Prepare yourselves for the glory of God. Charge yourselves with the flame of spirit. And that came from a book that he wrote called The Divine Romance. And I have that book on audio, and I want to really delve into what he has to say about this. He always encouraged us to have a romance with the divine, with Creator, and to have that the main relationship of your life. And that's what I've come to know over the last 30 years, is that human relationships are important, and we need to focus on developing that relationship that we're in. But that relationship with the Creator, that's the most important one that you're going to have in your human experience. And it's right inside of you. So you don't have to go looking for it. You don't have to go searching for it. It's just there. And when you find that mentor, that guru, that teacher that's going to help you through your experience, make that a beautiful relationship as well. Communicate, reach out, ask questions that you want to know the answers to. So I was reminded last night, as I was giving my honor to him and just thanking him for being such a big presence in my life, I was reminded of a story that he told from the autobiography of a yogi. I know many of you have read the book or read some from it or know about it, but he had a guru that it just sounded like their relationship was magic. And that's how I feel about Yogananda. I feel like it's just magic to be in his presence. So I was reminded of the story of the mosquito. Are any of you familiar with that story of when he was at his guru's ashram by the water? And okay, when I was in India, one of the things that was a nightly awareness were mosquitoes. They are there and they're everywhere. And there's really no escaping that they are there. So if you're going to sleep in India, you're going to probably hear the buzz of the mosquito at some point. So Yogananda sounds a lot like, his physical body was a lot like my physical body. If there's one mosquito in the room, it's going to find me, right? It knows where I'm at. And I had many, many nights where I would wake to that buzz and I knew that they were right there and I had to be aware. So as he was visiting with his guru, he was being eaten up by mosquitoes. They were just on him. And how did he call it? They were divinely devouring his body. And his belief was not to kill any creature, as I love that belief, but I think that mosquitoes might just be a little exception there. So after nights of being eaten and just having all those welts from the mosquito, he asked his master, how come you're not getting eaten up? What's going on? Help me to do that so that I don't have that nightly nightmare of the mosquitoes eating me. And I'm paraphrasing all of this, you guys, just telling his story. So the master told him, well, there are nets that you can put up to keep the mosquitoes at bay. And I was offered that actually when I was at Navrides, if I wanted to put up the net over the bed. But it sounded like it was so limiting, and I'm a person that moves a lot in my sleep. I toss and turn. So the master told him that you could put a net over over you on the bed, and the mosquitoes would not be able to get to you to bite you. So that's what he did. He went out that day and bought, and the master told him, and buy two, buy one for me, even though he wasn't being bit. Buy one for me. So Yogi went out and he bought the nets and he put it over him. The master would remind him every night, make sure you put your net up. And he did, except one night, the master forgot to remind him, or didn't remind him. And he forgot, so he didn't put the net up. And here come the mosquitoes, and they're biting him, and they're eating on him. And he's laying there, and he's waiting for his master to tell him, put the net up. Didn't happen. So he couldn't take it anymore. So he got up, and he went over to his master's bed, and he was laying there, soundly asleep, but not moving. And he tried to get his attention, not moving. And he thought, oh, has he gone into I can't say the word. What is it? Mahasamadhi? Has the master left? So he got a mirror and he put it under his nose to see if there was any breath. There was no breath. And he was just getting ready to yell out for somebody to come and help because he thought the master had passed. And the master said something to him. He said, I don't remember the exact words, but it was something about, you needed the net. I didn't. I did it for you to teach you that you didn't need it, but it was something you thought you needed. And it was quite the lesson, because sometimes we think we need protection from something. And so we search and we go about finding whatever it is that we can use to keep something at bay, a mosquito, somebody that's nasty and negative to us. Whatever it is, we think, oh, I have to have protection, right? And so we search for something, and we put that protection over us. And then as soon as we don't remember to do our ritual or do whatever it is, then all of a sudden we open ourselves up to more negativity or more hurt because we forgot to do our ritual. We don't need the ritual. We need the mindset. We need to know that we are protected. We need to know that we are loved, and that love is what's the thing that's going to keep us calm, serene, protected. His master didn't need the net. His master wasn't getting bit at all by the mosquitoes. And Yogi had asked him to teach me how to do that. Teach me how to just be and not attract anything that's going to bring negativity or harm to me. So sometimes we need that word from a teacher, from a mentor, from a guru, that helps us to understand more fully how powerful we are, how powerful love is. It reminds me of Martin Luther King's teaching that you can't drive out hate with hate. You can only change it with love. And that's exactly what the net was for Yogananda. He was trying to resist something. He was trying to push something away from him instead of just sending love. Oh, I didn't know there was a bark in the background. I was trying to remember the story so I could share it with you. So, yeah, just focus on love, focus on how we can change the world with what's inside of us, that God spark that's inside of us. And Kim says, when you find that love with God, the Creator, you want everyone to feel it and spread it everywhere. Yes, you do. And Yogananda's master was the one that found him and told him that he was to go to America. He was to travel across the sea and to shine his light here and teach us about yoga and teach us about love. And he did. So I hope this has touched you today. I hope if you didn't know anything at all about Yogananda, you can understand that he just was. He didn't pretend. He didn't have to make up stories or make up things. He was a storyteller. He told lots of stories. And if you haven't delved into his book, I encourage you to at least read some of it or listen to some of it because it's magical and it did change my life. And my goal is to put out inspirational messages to help other people that can maybe find that God spark in them. And if I've touched one person's life, I feel like I've made a huge accomplishment in this world. If you were drawn to my light and you found happiness and joy because of your journey and me being a part of that journey, thank you. I love you. And I'm fulfilled by seeing that there are people that come every day and share your love with others. That's the ripple. If I can put out something that inspires hope and love and joy in you, and then you shine that out, then it makes a difference in the world, and that makes me very happy. It adds joy to my already bubbling up happy heart. Oh, Andrea, you're so welcome, honey, and I see you smiling and bubbly and sharing that out as well, and that creates a ripple that goes out to the world. Okay, so let's get to our prayer time. If you have something you'd like to share, please do. And Deirdre, thank you for our daily prayer. Prayers for all humans, for Gaia and all who live on her back, for world peace, attention to human trafficking, support for all families living with addiction, our troops, our world leaders, all the countries, Teri and her family, and any traveling peas. Thank you so much for that, Deirdre. I really appreciate you reminding us every day of the things that are important for us to focus on when we do our prayers. I know Brandy had to go, but she always reminds us to pray for those that are touched by suicide, by dementia, those touched by addiction in their lives. So I appreciate that. And Sally hasn't been with us for a bit, and let's lift her in prayer. She's getting ready to have surgery. But she would remind us to pray for the homeless, for those who feel unseen, unheard, and unloved. And you know, I had an experience recently with a homeless person, and he looked so sad. That's the only word I can find to describe him. I had gone into the pharmacy to pick up the medicine the doctor wants me to use until we figure out what's going on with my digestive system. And I passed by him as I was going in the door, and I smiled. But he didn't smile back. He just had a blank stare. So when I came back out, he was still there. He was sitting on the sidewalk, and I intentionally made eye contact with him again. And I said, "Bless you. I hope you have a good day." Again, no response. But I heard it didn't matter that there was no verbal acknowledgement. that my words did go to him, that he did hear me. So even if you don't get a response from somebody, it doesn't have to be the homeless, anybody that you say those words to of blessings, it doesn't matter if they acknowledge it. Their subconscious gets the message. And that's what's important. The important part is that we put the message out there. Okay, so any other prayers? Oh, thank you, Kathy Hand. I appreciate those words. Yeah, I really do try to shine that light, and then it's there for you to take, for you to come back to if you desire. And I'm always going to try to find a positive every day. So when you come in, hopefully there's something you receive of positive from me. Brookie, prayers of love for my brother and his family. It seems they are isolating themselves and cutting everyone out of their lives. Oh, Brookie, I can resonate with that. I have family that does that as well. So lifting you up and your family. And Kathy says, I really feel my life has certainly changed in the most peaceful way, and I was able to reach my son, especially, and help him through the darkness of addiction. I know, Kathy, that it was staying positive, coming in and feeding off of our positive energy that helped you through that time when there was such a chaos and a tumultuousness in your life. So thank you, thank you. And Deirdre says it's the 3D, 5D splitting of the earths. Yeah, it's that ascension energy that's creating that energy in others to step back and isolate. Brookie, prayers for my beautiful niece and nephew that they are protected and will be okay and get through whatever is going on with their parents. We're going to lift that whole family up. Thank you, Brookie. And Andrea says, you are a blessing in all our lives. Oh, thank you. Thank you for those words. All of you that are sharing beautiful words with me. I appreciate it. And I feel the same about you, that your light feeds my light. It's that namaste, that seeing the light in each other. Okay, so let's go into our hearts with this time we have, and then we'll listen to our wonderful new song by Leo Leho and our Brookie and me and little sweet little baby Max. So right now, let's just lift our vibration up, up, up. Breathe into your heart. Connect in with that God spark. It's there. Sometimes we might say, I don't feel it. But when you breathe in and you do the connection, you'll see that it's there. So God, Creator, Source Energy, right now we just want to connect with you. We want to connect to all of the divine. We ask for Divine Mother's presence in our life to help us feel safe and secure. We ask for Jesus to please be present for those of us going through physical challenges. We would love just the touch from the Master. We know that anyone who reaches out is seen and heard and answered. So we're reaching out, God. We're reaching out with our prayers. We're reaching out with our love, with our praise, for honoring you and the light that's inside of us because of you. You placed it there. You are the giver of all love, of all life. You are the one who answers us when we ask for something. You are the one who brings in the miracles and helps us to see our magnificence. So now we lay down these prayers before you. We ask that you see them, that you hear them, that you look at our hearts, and that you answer to the best and highest good of all. And we trust and have faith in that. That peace is coming in our world. Thank you for touching our world leaders. You've given them that divine assignment. And now, as a world, as a collective, we come together to ask for peace to fall among the nations. And we thank you. We love you. Om Shanti, Om Peace. Amen. Thank you, thank you. Kathy says she's going to turn up her sound. And Kim, so glad that you have joined us, Kim. What a delight to have you as part of our family. And Kathy says she has tears of pure joy. Me too. It's so emotional to feel the love that we have here together. Okay, well, let's get to it. Let's hear that wonderful, amazing song that Leo and Brookie created together. And turn your volume up so you can hear it, because here it comes. Well, let's go into our hearts. Hand on your heart center. And slow down your breathing.
Higher, yeah. Beyond the clouds, past the sun, that's where we're headed. By the power of the Spirit, guided by purpose, raising consciousness. Up, we gonna raise the vibe, high and high, till we touch the sky. We don't need no wings to fly. Up, we gonna raise the vibe, high and high. Set your intentions, we off to another dimension. Up, we go, and love lead the way. Up, we go, no time to hesitate. Up, we go, man, it feels so good. Up, we go.
Let's breathe in love. Breathe that love out into the world.
There was a time when I didn't know what to do. I'd focus my mind on things that just made me blue. No reason, no rhyme, making the negative true. I didn't know what else to do, but then I found my groove. We're going up, above, to a higher plane, up, above, where we can't complain, up, above, where we can't refrain from anything bringing us down. Up, above, to a higher plane, up, above, where we can't complain, up, above, where we can't refrain from anything bringing us down.
Up, we gonna raise the vibe, high and high, till we touch the sky. We don't need no wings to fly. Up, we gonna raise the vibe, high and high. Set your intentions, we off to another dimension. Up, we go, and love lead the way. Up, we go, no time to hesitate. Up, we go, and it feels so good. Up, we go, we going higher, yeah. We going higher, yeah. We going higher, yeah.
We're going higher and higher and higher, yeah.
Up, we gonna raise the vibe, high and higher, till we touch the sky. We don't need no wings to fly. Up, we gonna, and it feels so. Up, we go,
Off to another dimension.
going higher, we go,
Higher, yeah.
going higher, we go,
Flying high, so high.
going higher, we go.
Oh, that was such a perfect ending to have our sweet baby Max telling us like it is. We're going up, up, up. And I hope that you have been raised up this morning. I hope your heart is so full of that God spark, of that divine love. Stay there. Stay in your heart and stay blessed. I love you, love you, love you so much. And 111, put it on your calendar, set an alarm. Come join us for that world peace meditation today. And then tomorrow, remember, it's afternoon cuppa, so we won't be on in the morning. We'll be on at 2 o'clock Eastern Time for the afternoon. I love you. I'll see you later. Stay in that heart.